Namaste to all. Protect the Holy Cow, Say Vedas is a book written by my Guruji Swami Ram Swarupji Yogacharya. He is a great Vedic philosopher and I have learned all of my knowledge from him. Today is the part 2 of the Protect the Holy Cow series. Part 1 was in a previous video. Please go check it out. The link will be given in the description box. So without any further ado, let's get into the video.
ॐ न मृत्युरासीदमृतं न तर्हि न रात्रया अहन आसीत् प्रकेतः आनीद वातं स्वदया तदेकं तस्माद्दानयन्न परः किं चनास.
Rigveda Mantra 10 by 129 by 2. Mrityuhu, death. Na, not. Asit, exist. That is, during that period of final destruction, death did not exist. Tarhi, therefore at that time, Amritam, salvation. Na, not. That is, salvation was not there. Idea is that when death was not there, it means birth was not there, and therefore human beings were neither taking births nor dying. Then who would try to get knowledge and from where to get salvation? Therefore, salvation was also not there. Ratrayaha, night. Ahanaha, day. Praketaha, knowledge. Na, not. Asit, exist. The knowledge of day and night, like the previous creation, which was subjected to final destruction, was not there. Tat, then, ekam, one matter alone. Avatam, did not require air to survive. Swadhaya, existed independently. Anit, alive matter did exist. At that time, when there was nothing, then an alive matter who did not require air or food to survive did exist independently, and he was Almighty God alone. Again mantra states, Tasmat, apart from him, Anyat, no other, Kim Chana, nothing, Parhana, Asa, was there. Idea, apart from Almighty God, there was nothing. The idea of next mantra 3 is Abhu Asit, that there was invisible, non-alive Prakriti named Abhu, from which non-alive universe was created. God, Tat Mahina, from the Prakriti made Mahat Tattva, that is, mind, and then the process of whole creation began. The above view is also echoed by the learned Maeterlinck in his book The Great Secret. He states, let us once give ear to Rigveda, the most authentic echo of the most immortal traditions. Let us note how it appreciates the formidable problem. There was neither being nor non-being. There was neither atmosphere nor heavens above the atmosphere. What moved and whither, and in whose care? Were there waters and the bottomless deep? There was then neither death nor immortality. The day was not divided from the night. Only one breathed in himself without extraneous breath, and apart from him there was nothing. There for the first time desire awoke within him. This was the first seed of the spirit. The sages, full of understanding, striving within their hearts, discovered in non-being the link with being. Rigveda 10 by 129, Mantra 1, 2, 4. It is a basic principle that knowledge is attained when the same is given by somebody. Based on the said eternal law, the knowledge of four Vedas emanates direct from the God and is originated in the heart of the four rishis, as stated in Rigveda Mantra 10 by 81 by 1 and 2. That is why Rishi Patanjali quoted his experience regarding the same Vaid Yoga Shastra Sukta 1 by 26, stating, Sa Ishe Purvisham Api Guru Kalinana Vachedat. Sa Isha, the God, Api, is also Guru, Purvesham, of our ancient gurus, because the God, Kalinana Vachedat, is always free from the bindings of death. So when all public, including Rishi, Munis, Gurus, etc., are dead at the time of final destruction of previous universe, then one almighty and immortal God remains, who at the time of another creation gives the knowledge of four Vedas to the Rishis, as quoted in Rigveda Mantra above. Thereafter, the Rishis preach others, and traditionally the knowledge of Vedas is being received till today by acharyas who are learnt of Vedas. Thus, the Rishis obtained the knowledge and they wrote Upanishad, Shastras, Smritis, etc., totally based on the true Vedic knowledge. So it must be cleared that if Almighty God had not given us the knowledge of Vedas, wherein all matters of science, deeds, and worship have been briefed, then we would have been ignorant like the wild mountaineers tribes, thriving in dense jungles, and would have been uncivilized. No one could be learned rishi, gentleman, scientist, family holder, artist, educated persons, etc., as all the same knowledge has been taken from the Vedas. Similarly, no one could write Upanishads, Shastras, Mahabharata, Valmiki Ramayana, and the other holy books. So based on the above eternal theory of attaining the knowledge, the Upanishads were written by the Rishis. Rishi Aitreya in his Aitreya Upanishad, based on the above knowledge of Yajurveda Mantra and Rigveda Mantra 10 Sukta 129, writes about the first creation of holy cow as under. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon right next to it. Also hit the like button if you like the video, and wait for the part 3. I will be talking about what Rishi Aitreya told in his shloka in Aitreya Upanishad about the creation, the first creation of the holy cow. So please subscribe to the channel so that you get notification whenever the video is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching the video. Oh.